It's your boy, Rose Kills Keeping the Bloodline. Today, I got two special guests with me. I got my brother Soul Power, aka Gamed Up Kennels, and I got my brother, Big Bro. Y'all already know
Salute,
that
salute.
Soul Power, he has an American Pit Bull Terrier, and Big Bro, his lane is the American Bullies. So today,
Oh, don't forget the
we're
Yorkies.
bringing,
Don't forget the Yorkies.
and Big Bro got the Yorkies. You feel me? He
Yeah.
got them perk dogs for the ladies.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
you already know, man. I'm bringing nothing but heat to the table. You feel me? So any questions that you guys have in the chat, go ahead and drop them down in the question section, and we're gonna get directly to them. You feel me? But today we're gonna chop it about how to become successful as a young black man or a black man, period, in this society. And that's what we're gonna start off with today. And we're gonna gradually move into the dogs. But we're gonna kick it off right there. Anything y'all want to go ahead and start off with, brothers? Go ahead and kick it off. You feel me? Um,
One thing I wasn't taught as a youth, as a youngster, was land is very important to buy. When you get your money, don't go buy no jewelry, don't go buy no car. Go buy an acre or two. Acres in North Carolina, Atlanta, South Carolina, now South Texas, is $2,500 for an acre, man. $2,500. Can you imagine how many $2,500 we blew on Jordans, pinky rings, chains, you know what I mean? Cars. We can have acres of land. Come on, man. That's what I want to tell the youth and be successful. Because once you got land, somebody always gonna want to buy it and build on it. You can
facts,
always do something
facts.
with that land. It's always a commodity. It's not. It's not. It's always. It's always going to grow value. It's not going to be something that you bought and it's going to sit in a box, or you know what I mean, something you put on your neck, you might lose it, or a car you might crash up. Oh, I'm going to go get some trash. You feel me? So I advise young brothers to get some land, man. Spend your money on land, man. Especially if y'all got kids, man. That land can go from generation to generation to generation.
And
And
what he's
Well
it,
talking
said.
and what he's talking about is generation wealth.
Yes, sir.
right, right.
Generational wealth. You're talking about an
Because
appreciating asset, not
appreciate
depreciating asset.
correct.
You
Because
know.
because as they say, we was once slaves, correct? And if our great grandmothers and grandfathers would kept the land that the slave master gave them, and it had got passed down, man, we'd be so well taken care of right now in our age, man. We wouldn't even have to want for nothing. But we wasn't taught that. You feel what I'm saying? We was taught bling bling. We was taught to buy the Lex, buy the Benz, go get some Jordans. You know what I mean? Trick on these females. I ain't gonna call them hoes. I ain't gonna call them bitches. But trick go splurge your money in the club. We was taught that. You know what I mean? We was taught the loudest person in the club that's throwing the money flashing is the nigga with the money. And the whole time the nigga that ain't in the club that's sitting on 15, 20 acres that got an apartment complex is the one winning. You feel me?
You right, you
So
right.
yeah, we got retrain our young boys that do better and want better for their life instead of
You got
doing
retrain that thought process.
we gotta teach them better. Cause if how can they know better if we ain't know better? Just like what's going on now with the drill rappers. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody want Dracos, everybody want switches, everybody want 30s. That's not the way, bro. That's not we kill we doing what the power want us to do. The machine want us to do. Kill each other off, man. That's not the way to go.
And see what we got to start doing is we gotta we gotta do unto others as we would want to do as we would want someone to do to us.
Facts.
So therefore, we gotta be better men than our fathers were, better men
Facts.
than our grandfathers were. We gotta
Facts.
do we gotta do right by us and show our kids, our sons, how to come up as men and do it correctly, so they won't fall and make the same mistakes that we did growing up. Um, it's, it's it's levels to it. You feel me? My father, he has the we have the curse of womanizing.
Right.
Now with me, I'm trying to break that curse
Right.
by
Right. Right.
by sticking with one woman and
Right.
and taking care of what I'm supposed to take care of in my household.
Right.
Not going outside my household to entertain anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that was a problem. That was a problem that my father had, and me being 24, about to turn 25. I wanna break that curse for my sons. You feel me? So that don't get carried on for another 7 generations.
Correct, correct. That's what I'm saying. Break the generation curse. Like I said, teach one, each one. You know what I mean? We gotta teach each other. Blue, do not start that, man. We gotta teach each other things that we wasn't taught. You feel what I'm saying? Like we don't want to have a whole bunch of liabilities, cars, jewelry, a lot of baby mothers. We don't want to have a lot of liabilities, man. We want to have assets where as though it can grow. You feel what I'm saying? Look at Ferrari. Ferrari started off one little car. That's generation worth. Uh, KFC, generation worth. Whoa.
I'm
Uh,
a
uh.
I'm gonna drop the chat. I'm gonna drop the chat right here in the comment section.
Okay,
You already know
okay,
how's
yeah.
it going, Hotep Kennels. I'm gonna
They
go
they
ahead
can
and drop this
chime
down
in.
in here. If you wanna jump up with us, brother, we talking about generational wealth, um, how to become successful as black man in this society. Pretty much uplifting the community today.
Right.
This is the community empowerment section. It's going up.
Just like they said, I don't know what year was the Black Wall Street made. They said they was former slaves. If they done never tear that down, imagine how many millionaires and billionaires it would be that would have been connected to them families, man. It's
How's it going,
amazing.
Try Era? I appreciate you
Salute to
coming
all
through,
my
showing
brothers
support,
chiming
brother.
in. Salute to all my brothers chiming in, man. You talking about how can we break this generation curse on the black brothers and become wealthy as a youth instead of being a fool as a youth?
Facts. Because
Because when
today, honest,
we was taught Jordans is the hottest thing to buy. Well, people died for Jordans and starter coats back in the day. Averex coats back in the day. It's a lot of people
facts,
that lost their lives over Jordans. And guess how much a pair of Jordans cost in China? $10, $15. But
facts,
they bring them to America and sell them to us for what? $150, $200. Now people charging what 15 to 15,000 for a pair of J's. Come on, man. And guess where the money going to? The machine. Guess where he take his proceeds and put it in. Y'all know where he put his proceeds?
Private prisons.
But you know why he did that?
Because it's privatized. He as well. They
No,
recycling money, and it's a prisoner pipeline complex. That's the
both,
new form of slavery.
both. But you know what made him turn to that way, right? When they killed his father, man.
Well,
When they killed, when
yes,
they killed,
yeah.
when they
When
killed that man father,
they
I don't
assassinated
know.
his father,
I don't know who was behind that. We will never know who was behind that. But once they killed that man father, that man said, "You know what? I'm investing in prisons. I'm gonna lock all these black brothers up." He had hatred against us because of what two idiots did to his father over a what? A Rolex watch and a Lexus car, and,
I mean,
and had a car
that's
for him.
what's reportedly been placed
That's what
out
I'm saying.
there.
But we
But
we
I
we
don't.
really
I
right, right,
wouldn't
right.
necessarily subscribe to that. I just think that people, it's a lot of people who is so greedy that they want bread by any means. And if it's man, we got to look at the dichotomy of our community. It's a lot of us, skin folk. They ain't our kin folk, but they walk around and they don't love who they are. They want to be everything
Fact,
else than us. So
fact,
they don't
fact,
see value in the community you
facts.
know. So investing in our demise work for them.
Right.
It's something called the talented tenth, and in this little thought process, what white supremacists came up with, and they said it's only about 10% of black people that really uh, have the capacity to be intelligent and are actually worth anything. So it's a real complex of people walking around and calling themselves the talented 10th, and they lining up with all of the agendas of the white supremacists. So,
And that's
you know,
also correct. You also correct on that. And also, we got to teach our youth skill, man. Build without
oh, for
hands,
sure.
man.
Yes,
Brain
sir.
power. Learn how to use measurements, a tape measure. Learn how to build. If you know how to do math and you know how to use a tape measure, you will always learn how. You will know how to build a house, man. That's what we don't have. We don't have skill. We
And
don't learn skill.
Absolutely. I talk about that on
we're
my
gonna take a
show all the
second.
time.
We're gonna take a second to break that down right there for a minute, because
Let's go.
my brother Soul Power, aka Game Dev Kennels, he was just stressing. He was just talking about this yesterday, and this is
Yep.
one fact that we can't stress enough. So we're gonna drill on that for a quick second. Um, when I first moved into this house, I got my kennel setups, and I put them together. You feel me? I did it by myself. My sons, they was probably about 1 year old at this time, and my son, he was trying to help me. So
See,
I taught him what screws go in what bolts, and this is how you tighten it. And he was trying to hold it and hold it together while I'm tightening it, and that was me and my son's project.
right.
Um, now I took the time to create an A-frame too. If you go to my old previous videos when I first started my channel, I had an A-frame in the backyard for chaos. Now
Okay.
I took two wooden plate pallets. I took two wooden pallets. I took a two pieces of wood, and I nailed them pallets together, and that's how I created my aim frame. I made sure it was nice and sturdy because he was a big dog. He was probably about 90 pounds at that time. I made
Right.
sure it was sturdy enough for him to run up it and jump off of it. And that's just a couple of things that I've done around my yard, just to using my hands and using tools.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Teach the youth how to use your hands. Like what happened to all the black mechanics? We don't have no more black mechanics. All mechanics is Mexican and Chinese. Where's the black mechanics at?
And another a thing about that too, most of this stuff with these newest cars, you can look that shit up on YouTube and do it yourself.
Facts. Facts.
Well, I think you're missing that everything got these computer chips into it now too. So,
Right, but
Yeah,
I'm saying that's also teaching your
but for
brain
sure,
and
YouTube,
learning,
we got
learning
access.
skill. No, I'm saying learning skill, using your brain and learning skill. Don't get stuck on, well, if I got the money, I can pay to do it. You feel what I'm saying? Learn how to do it yourself. Just like if our mother or father ain't never teach us how to change a light bulb, we would still never know how to do it, correct? If our mother and father ain't teach us how to cook eggs, we would still know how to do it. Or we can go to the simple basics. If our mother and father ain't ever teach us how to wipe our ass, we wouldn't still know how to do it. You have to broaden your horizon on things that you want out of life, man. And that comes from we can teach a youth how to load a gun up and how to shoot a gun, but we can't teach a youth how to build a chicken coop or teach how to build how to build. Hold on. Yeah.
Definitely agree. Salute Pretty Eye Pits.
whole tip
Salute to
Kennels in
that.
the house, y'all.
Look, I look at it like this. We owe responsibility not only to our children, but to the children around us. So if we have skills and we see young boys and young sisters around us that aren't getting these vital things, then we need to take them up under our wing. You know, so we just basically and be that missing link for them. When we see value in each other, that's going to be the progressive force for our people.
Facts.
Sorry
Peace,
about that,
Hotep.
fella.
What it
What's
is,
going
my
on?
brother.
That's a fact. That's a fact right there, trial and error. He said, I'm a technician by trade. I agree, it's very few technicians of African descent.
Facts. We used to own the land though. We used to own the land. How did the pyramids get built? You feel what I'm saying? We used to build things by hand, man. We don't have that anymore. Who got all the landscaping jobs? Mexicans. Who do all the roofing? Mexicans. Who do all the plumbing? White boys. Who do all the HVAC? White and Mexicans. Where's the blacks? I moved to North Carolina. I was the only HVAC, ACA tech, the only black guy out of 500 people. I was the only black boy with golds in my mouth and dreads, and I felt out of place. I felt like I was a token because they had to hire a black to stay in quota. You feel what I'm saying? I wasn't around my peers, but niggas want to know how I put 22s on that motherfucking dunk, but put systems. We know how to put systems in our car, but we don't own no businesses. Who put tents on the windows? Mexicans. Where's the black people that put tents on their cars? I don't know. We don't even have a black person that changed tires or changed oil, my nigga. We don't own nothing. Nothing. So we need to teach the youth, change the cycle, man, because we don't have nothing right now. We don't have anything. I bet we can go out down the block anywhere and grab 5 young boys and ask them, do they know how to change the tire? I bet they don't know how to do it. I bet they don't know how to do it.
And that's something that's exactly why I sent y'all that link I sent y'all this morning, brothers, with the damn, I forgot his fucking name that quick. What's his name again? So Dick
Gregory.
Dick Gregory. He touched up on this. Start a small business.
Facts.
You start a small business, you're opening yourself up to a new scenery. You're not keeping yourself in poverty.
Well, it's ownership. You got something to pass along to your children. That's what I was trying to get to. I was trying to set it up right. And you mind if I speak to this? I'm gonna say this to the big bro. I think everything is the geographics, where you located. Because for myself, I live here in Atlanta, and
okay, y'all.
I'm gonna say this: 60% of the businesses that I come across out here is black owned. So okay, I think everything is relative to
right. Right.
You know.
I get what you're saying, but Atlanta, black people help each other. You feel what I'm saying? Everywhere else, we spread it out. Out there, y'all was taught. You feel again, y'all was taught this as a youth to buy from each other. Y'all was taught as a youth to help each other out. Y'all was taught as a youth, if somebody got a lemonade stand down the street, y'all go support that instead of going across town and supporting the others. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all was taught that. So if everybody get on y'all wave of teaching, the world will be better. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of we going at each other or we trying to be in competition with each other. That's all I'm saying.
That's one thing as a society we need to stop.
And I blame the culture. You know why? Because what they put out, that's what the youth want to be. The youth want to be rappers. The youth want to be football players. The youth want to be basketball players. As when we was young, everybody wanted to be Michael Jordan. Everybody in the world wanted to be like Mike. Everybody wanted to be Mike.
It's that's propaganda. Propaganda.
Right. But who was pushing that? Who was pushing that out there? The machine. You see what they pushed the past 3-4 years? Drill music. Now what's going on? It seems like the whole goddamn world and what's that movie? The Purge. It seems like the whole world is purging right now.
I appreciate that, trial and error.
My brother Yayla, what it is?
What's going on? What's up, fella? What's going on? I just came in. I heard him say something about he was saying the landscaping in the tent shops. Well, you know, like where he's at, you probably don't have brothers doing it. But over this way, you know, I'm in Mississippi, and we got black guys that got landscaping companies and the tent shops. So it's you got black people doing that type of work over here. Now, what he was saying about the HVAC, about the air conditioning, the heat, the HVAC. A lot of times he right about that. These white folks do not be wanting black people in their house and shit working on their shit.
Yep,
That's just
I'm
the
an
honest to
HVAC
God truth.
technician. Yep, that is
Yeah,
facts.
they kind of
That
be
is facts.
funny, They kind of be funny or whatever, because it was a trade I was gonna get into about maybe 5 years ago. I really thought about it, but I'm like, well, I from what I've been told and what I'm seeing, the white dudes kind of got that field sold up. And I just I changed my mind. I didn't think it was something that I really just wanted to do long term. And I didn't go into that field. But I thought about it though.
Hey,
Well,
Ro, you
listen,
mind if I
I
tell a
just
quick
came
story?
in. Go ahead,
what
Go
field was
ahead,
that?
brother. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What field was that, sir? What field was you thinking about getting into?
Oh, the
The HVAC.
HVAC.
Listen, that's a good trade. Even if you don't get into it and do it, that's a good trade to know yourself. Because a
Yeah,
duck man will always have work. A man
you
that
cutting
know how to
out, big
run
bro.
pipe, a man that know how to run pipe and bend that steel, you will always be lucrative for yourself and your others, and you can teach that to somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? Your AC breakdown, you know how to fix it. Somebody else AC breakdown, you know how to fix it. Especially you say you're in Mississippi, it get hot out there. It get hot.
Oh,
It get
yeah.
hot. You will always listen. You will always have work. Do not let nobody turn you against it, man. If you want to do it for yourself. Don't let it be, oh man, and ain't a lot of us doing it. Do it, man. Learn that trade, man. You only got one life, man. Do it.
Oh,
I'm
but that was
telling you,
something I
I
do it,
thought
agree.
man.
about doing. Yeah.
You go
I'm
further
a,
in life, man. Then you don't want to get in your 50s and 60s and be like, man, I wish I'd have went to technical school for the 18 months and got that certification. I'm still stuck at this dinner job. I could have been running my own company and teaching my own brothers how to do this myself. Because all you need to know how to do is measure, bend that metal, and run that pipe. That's it. That's it. That's all HVAC is. Bending metal and running pipe.
What
And
about
read message.
when one of the units break down and you got to fix a unit? I mean, it's a little bit more technical than
yeah, it's a lot to
running
that. You
pipe.
talking about
No,
troubleshooting and shit.
you troubleshoot it, or you just do what the big corporations do, man. You gotta get a whole new unit and replace it. That's all you gotta do. I'm
Commercial,
telling
I
you.
can see that, but not residential.
No,
I did, but
residential, you work with the individual, but you get paid for your time. You get paid right now. HVAC technician getting paid $25 an hour, and I don't know where you at. You say you're in Mississippi. I don't know how much the rate is now, but when I was doing it in '03, I was getting paid $15 an hour work in North Carolina. 15 an hour.
Were you a tech or you a laborer?
I was a laborer. You come in as a laborer, but
As a
I had my
laborer, right? You come
certification.
out of school as a laborer. Yeah, you right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you right.
nah. Hey, look, I came straight out of school as a technician.
Okay, you might have.
One of the worst fucking jobs I ever had. I
Why
was
you say that?
one of three. I was one of three brothers at the company that I worked for, and they had a clear disdain for me. I'm a young dude, dreads. I don't really smile too much. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm approachable and everything, but when we're talking business and everything, right, for the most part, I'm sitting there and I'm analyzing everything. So I ain't up in these white folks' face cheesing and shit. So they was intimidated by that.
You had
So
to sit.
I got a lot of the shitty calls, and
Right,
then
yeah,
they
right.
they walk.
They try to run you away. That's what they do. Make you crawl in crawl spaces, go under the house and do all that old stuff
Now
they don't want to
I
do.
was in Phoenix, Arizona. There wasn't no crawl spaces. It
Oh,
was
okay, okay.
units was on top of 2-story roofs,
Yeah,
and they would be placed 3 feet off the edge, shit like that.
mm-hmm,
Pack units.
mm-hmm,
Um,
mm-hmm.
you go into people's houses. I'm gonna give a little story right here. So we used to get commission to sell memberships. With the memberships, you get a free yearly cleaning to come out. We do a basic PM on your shit. So the memberships were $120. We got, I believe, it was like a $25 commission off of that. I go to this house. They got 4 units. The husband's there, white dude. Boom. He like he's talking to me. I'm explaining our services that we offer, so on and so forth. I sell 4 memberships to him. He got 4 units. That's bam. That's $480. I made my little commission off that. Bam. He ended up leaving. His wife rushing me to hurry up and finish. She wants me to leave. I'm like, ma'am, y'all paid me for a service. I got to do this correctly.
Correct.
Oh, okay. I just really want you to go. You could just hurry up. So she rushing me. I end up forgetting to put in one of my fuses on one of the outside units, and that I leave. I forget to cut the unit on to make sure it was on and everything like that.
Running. Correct.
But they call the damn company and they cancel all of the the memberships. I get called into the office and they on my helmet about it. And I'm like, look, I'm being rushed out of there. I'm like, if I forgot to put in a fuse before I left at the breaker, that's a small, real light offense right there. I'm like, but clearly the lady had some disdain for me. She didn't want me in her house. Then that's just one example of the bullshit that you deal with.
Yeah, you're going to listen. I dealt with a lot of bullshit. Listen, they gave me a stick to drive for the company vehicle. I ain't never drive a stick in a day of my life. Every time I got out the clutch, I cut off. Listen, by the end of that, they used to put me, you know how you got to get the meter and read from beam to beam? I'm a boy. Come on, man. What are those people doing? Like, that's crazy. Hello? I'm here?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I was a city boy. I was coming straight from Baltimore. So mind you, we don't know nothing about climbing on ladders and being on heights and being on buildings that's not built. We got projects and buildings where I'm from. You feel what I'm saying? They used to put me on ladders. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. This is the worst thing that ever happened to me in there. I was messing with the R22, right? That's installation for don't nobody to know that. Never messed with it a day in my life. I had short sleeves on, shorts on.
R22 is refrigerant too.
Listen what happened. Y'all gonna laugh y'all ass up. But I was mad about this. So at break time come, mind you, I've been cutting it all day. I've been wrapping it around the duct. For people that don't know, duct is the silver thing that runs through your house that goes to each room from the unit, from the basement or the attic or wherever it at, the roof or whatever. So I was wrapping the duct, right? So lunchtime I go sit down, chilling. I go home. I take a shower, a hot shower. Man, do you know how many blisters I had? Guess what? I go back to work and tell them. They laughed in my face like, oh, Yankee, you should never take a cold shower. Man, yeah, you get shitty jobs. They gonna treat you shitty. But you learn the skill, right? I bet if me and you get together, I bet we can do a unit. Right or wrong?
No, that's a fact. I bought my house last July, and last June, and a month into my house, my unit went out, and I spent $800, bought me a new hose. Took me a day to do it.
My shit was freezing. Y'all shit ain't freezing?
Yeah, listen, the machine don't want us taught this good knowledge. That's what
they try to stop us right now.
The machine don't want
keep going though.
The machine.
Hey, was I breaking up, y'all?
Yeah. Everybody frozen.
Everybody was freezing for a second. That's why I asked that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I was saying I had went and bought me a unit, paid $800 and threw the bitch in, and took me a day.
That's what. See, a skill that you learn, and guess how much that'll cost you? 15,000 or 13,000 or 10,000 for somebody to come put it. You feel what I'm saying? Oh
yeah, for sure. Acquire the knowledge, get skills, for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
It was 10 months. 10 months of school, but I loved the school. Now, will I ever do air conditioning as a as a profession, fuck no. But shit, I want all the skills that I can acquire. You know, I drive trucks for a living. I love doing that. But shit, you know, trial and error. Trial and error. Get out there, find something you like to do. Shit.
Let me ask Hotep and Gayla Kennels this. What
Okay.
what information would you guys give to the youth that's trying to come up in this society?
What if?
What's some valuable information that you'll give to somebody that's young in your community right now to uplift them to become successful? Is that a better way I should ask that question?
Gotta practice cooperative economics. We gotta work together and stop looking at each other as enemies. We supposed to be brothers, and we out here looking at each other like we the opposite of what we are. We all black men out here. We all black people. We all gotta work together in order to come up in this world. We can't be looking at each other as somebody might be better than the next or whatever, get jealous or envious or anything like that. We brothers. And I don't want to beef with my brother. Ever. For no reason. We got too much going against us to be beefing with each other. We got enough enemies. We don't need to make each other one. Be open-minded. Learn from the past. A lot of mistakes have been made. And we need to rectify all those situations.
Okay, let me I'm gonna answer what you said, Rhodes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you nice and clear.
Okay, I'm gonna answer. You asked about uplifting the youth, but let me respond to what Hotep just said. I hear this what he's saying over and over and over again. Come together, come together. Niggas ain't dedicated. We ain't dedicated to nothing. It sound good, but we don't stick to it. We talk. It sounds. You saying we should do that. But all too often, we say that, we do good for a little while, and what do? We go back to hating each other. We go back to turning each other down. We say that shit. When is people going to put their foot down and say, this is what it's going to be, and this is what it's going to be from now on? And ain't no going back. Ain't no doing good for a little while, and then going back to doing the same old bullshit. It's like a broken record. I've been hearing that shit all my life.
When majority speaks, brother, when majority rules, when majority do it, when it's called follow the leader. You feel what I'm saying? That's when it's gonna happen. When everybody get on one accord and say we fed up, we tired of our young black brothers killing each other over stupidness, nonsense. We tired of losing each other. We tired of losing our identity. That's when it's gonna happen. Today, it's never gonna happen. It's never. It's never.
Because let me answer your as far as the youth, telling the youth, I would tell the youth to find a goal that you want to achieve and be dedicated to it. And don't get thrown out track. Sometimes you're gonna have to do things, sometimes you're gonna have to do things on your own. You're gonna have people that's gonna be naysayers and not gonna want to support you. But you have to stay focused on your goal. You have to stay focused on your goal. Even if you like them people, like what Hotep said, you're gonna have people gonna try to tear you down while you trying to accomplish and come up in life. But you can't let that stop you. You gotta stay focused and dedicated on your goal. Whatever it is you want to fulfill, whatever success means to you, you're gonna have to stay there. You want to get some acres of land, get 3-4 acres, you're gonna have to be dedicated to do that because you the only person, ain't nobody gonna give you the land, you got to get it. Or whatever you want to accomplish in life, you're gonna have to just stay dedicated to it.
Well, we could work together to get there.
But you know what I can say? I think this is a start by everybody being able to connect from one spot. Like, yo, I don't know where you're at. We got brother in Mississippi, we got brother in Georgia, we got brother in Cali, we got brother in Baltimore. By us connecting and teaching the youth how to be together, I think over time it can get better, man. I really think over time. I say the next I'm gonna say the next about 20-25 years, man, if it's still a society left. Because the rate that we going, that's with any race. it's not going to be a society left.
We don't have that much time left. That dollar gonna collapse soon.
That's what I'm saying. So,
And this is where it starts right here.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So,
Us five right here that's on the channel right now, and everyone that's in the chat. It starts with us as leaders.
right. Like I said, this internet is a gift and a curse. They gave us the gift that we can network, but it also a curse where it can determine the brain to thinking you something that you're not. You feel what I'm saying? Like right now, the new thing is everybody want to be gangster. Everybody want to be a drill. Everybody want to shoot, bang, 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 shoot them up, bow, bow, bow. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, but the gift is that we can network together and come together, and we don't even have to be near each other. So it's a gift and a curse, man. It, like Rose said, it starts with us. It starts with us right now, and that's the only thing we can do from there, man. We gotta take it day by day and teach the ones around us better.
Find like-minded people. That's it. Y'all formulate. Y'all come together, and y'all make
Hold on real
plans.
quick,
And
y'all. Hold on real quick. We got somebody that wants to join the chat. I'm gonna give them an opportunity to join. Go ahead and let them join in with us, and give them an opportunity to go ahead and let them say some stuff for the youth. Oh, they left though. Hold on, never mind. Hold on, they back. Hold on. I'm gonna let them go ahead and give the opportunity to say some stuff to the youth. Hold on. Wait, they don't want to let them join. You gotta put your thing back on. Shit, I was trying to join them in. But go ahead and say what you were saying. So my bad.
Yeah, we just gotta find groups of people who have the same thought process and are working toward the same goals. You know, we get into this thought process of thinking that we all got to be united. No, that's not a realistic thing because we're not a monolithic people. We don't all share the same idea. I bet, like right now, none of us share the same religion on this panel right here, or even if we do subscribe to a religious ideology. So you just find people of the same like mind, and the main thing is the code should be more than anything that when we see a brother or sister in need, you know, we buy black, anything like the coach, it should be the main thing that we live by. The credence that we live by is that black come first. Simple as that. Find your niche, find your group. Y'all become a think engine, and y'all work toward, you know, whatever you deem to be, success, and move from that. You know what I'm saying? It only takes, bro. Whenever is real revolution that goes down, it's not the masses. It's a small group of people that make the real change. But it's focused and concerted effort.
That's a fact. I agree.
What you just said, the end, talking about before that and going on towards the end where you talk about we're not a monolith, but there's one thing that we should be a monolith on, and that's that last part you was talking about, is being black and understanding we need each other.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They came back. I'm gonna let this person go ahead and get an opportunity to say something to the youth real quick.
How you guys doing on the all you guys doing on the panel?
We doing wonderful. How you doing, Humble and Nanny Dogs?
Yeah, all right.
I'm doing all right. I was listening to what people were saying about that we gotta stick together and we gotta do better, but the youth is so messed up because anybody that's 45 and older, like I'm starting to realize that 45 and older is more drama than anybody, because a lot of things I sit back and I heard 40 and 50 is just like they're not the role models that I grew up with. The role models I grew up with, if you got something going on with yourself, then older head don't vibe except because it's not their business. But the majority of the time it's older people that put younger people down. So it's like we have anger against them because of what goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, prime example is like things that we do and how we do it and how we go about it. It's way different because it's like you could call your dog a bully, you could call it a pit bull. And the first thing people say is, I don't know nothing about that old school, this old school, that. And it's like, how you put a man down that's doing positive towards his dog? Like, it doesn't matter what he call it dog, it's what he do with his life that matters. Like, if he doing positive, been on YouTube, not robbing, not stealing, not nothing. Like, if I take my head out to people that doing something with their life, it doesn't matter if you're a YouTube person or you cut grass or you whatever you're doing, but if you're doing something positive, I think that older people should cheer us on, you know what I'm saying, more than what they do.
Yeah, as a community, that's what we should do. We should bring each other up as a community. But everyone's not like-minded. Everyone has their mindset. But
But I
we're
mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
go
you off.
ahead,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
But if we
This
listen,
today's
this the
open
part.
mic day.
This is the day. This what I realized. Like, prime example is like I think about my situation and other people's situation and what I've been through on YouTube, and it's not really like it's like younger. I be with people my age because of somebody older than them. If they looking at it, they OG soup them up to have problems. So it's like the role models nowadays on YouTube. It's like if you don't own it, like prime example is I made a video, not a video, just a little thing. The biggest beef nowadays is pit bulls and bullies, and now it's pit bull, bully, blue dogs, and it's stupid to me because that's what's trying to support these freaking dogs. You own what you own, like you own band dogs. That's your cup of tea. Certain people own pit bull, that's their cup of tea. Certain people own bullies, that's they cup of tea. But the problem is nowadays, it went from colors to your blood, I'm a crib, to now is you own it, dog, I own it, dog. And that shit is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. For let some dogs determine us not to like each other, it's stupid as fuck to me. And that's what it's about. Oh, a pit bull can do this, a pit bull is the ultimate dog. Oh, this and that. Bully this and bully that. Is like they are two good dogs, no matter. Okay, put like the prime example. I'm gonna tell you what the old head just told me yesterday. You cannot dog fight. So what do you keep on saying? When you say marriage about dogs, that sounds stupid because you cannot dog fight. So why would you say marriage when marriage is another side of dog fight? So it's like it's stupid to me. Like some of the stuff. That's why they say that the American people will terrier being a saint. No, it's not because of the blue dog. It's because of the words that come out of people's mouth. Like I can't associate with people that talk about marriage with people because that's a bad label on the dog. It's just a lot that goes on with this YouTube and life. We kill each other over ivory and hate. We don't like each other over ivory and hate. If you're doing better than me, I don't like you. If your dog's better than mine, I don't like you. And that's stupid. You should be happy because I'm black, you black. That is not what Martin Luther King. That is not Malcolm X. That is not Rosa Parks. That none of them people that fought was fighting for what we doing right now.
See, for instance, every single one of us on this channel has different breeds of dogs.
Yes, sir.
We're all here to uplift the youth. That's what this
Yes,
this morning is about today. So I got my XL American bullies. Soul Power has his game dogs. Big Bro has his American bullies. You have your I'm correct me if I'm wrong. You're trying to create your American bullies, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're correct.
Yayla Kennels, he has game dogs and American bullies. Hotep has a pocket and he has XL American bullies. So we all come from different lanes, but we're all here to do something like-minded. Feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're correct. But you know what the killer part about the situation is? It's like too many people. Listen, prime example. I'm gonna use me as an example so you can understand where I'm coming from. First of all, the killer part about the situation is Like me, I did what I wanted to do with my female, right?
Facts.
So because I wasn't no fast breeder. My dog, it was so much information. Like people nowadays still be talking about, it was so much information that my dog was fixed, and people open up their mouth and said stuff that didn't make sense, that didn't concern them, because at the end of the day, it's like whatever you do with your dog, that's your dog. If you would have choose to breed your female when she was 25 years old, dog don't live 25, but I'm just saying that doesn't mean like it's too much. It's the part of this game is that I realize been on YouTube going on 3 years or 2 years, whatever it is, because I really try not to keep up with because there's been so much drama. But the concern of other people worrying about other people's dogs is if it's not at your house, like an OG told me, if not at your house, you don't have to feed it, you don't clean no boo-boo, you don't get no bath, you don't do no, you shouldn't be worrying about another man. Unless you gonna put something toward that man or buy a dog him, you shouldn't concern about it. It's too many people worrying about other people's dogs. That's what our problem is as black men. I hear it every day. And then the killer part about it, we black men, everybody on here black men, but we let white people and Mexicans and all their colors of slumps and the trenches and all this stuff, and we do not speak up about that. But let me say something about a guy. He got a lot to say, but that's what the problem is. Like I'm not racist against no race, but at the end of the day, we let foreigners and racist people say what they want to say to us, and we say something to each other. We try to kill each other and bite each other head out. Where is that at for the different race? Why do we hate each other and we share the same color? No matter we light skin, dark skin, purple, heavy set, skinny, we will kill each other over bullshit. But then when a foreigner say something or a white guy say something, oh, he don't. It's always an excuse for the next man. We gotta stick with each other.
Well, I'm gonna hold you there real quick because I ain't gonna lie. If anyone says anything to me, it don't matter what race it is, I'm gonna have a problem with them regardless, no matter
That's a fact.
where they come from.
That's a fact.
Um,
All men is
I'm a
men.
I'm
We
a
bleed the
I'm a
same blood.
I'm a man at the end of the day. I stand on my 10 toes. I stand on my 2 feet. So I gotta be structured and do shit the way I'm gonna do it regardless. Now, how everyone else has their program, that's up to them. You feel me? I can't speak on that. But all I can do is speak for myself. You feel me?
Yes, sir. I'm listening. No, I wasn't saying you in principle. I'm just saying
I'm
like
not saying I know you wasn't this. I wasn't know you. I know you
I'm
wasn't
just
picking on
using
me.
that as an example that I see there's so much going on like in the world. Period. Pump like forget you to pass in the world. It's like we would like if like we would dog each other so bad, and it's funny to the different races. So that's why they can say what they say because we do it to each other. And I'm tired of. That's why I've been trying not to argue with nobody. I've been trying to let beef go. All that because it's
And,
dead to me now. It's
and
dead because
I could admit to that. I could admit to that. I've been wrongful of talking about another man's dogs. Um, I learned to wake myself up and bring myself from that because I have a different agenda. I have what got going on for my program, and I want to be successful in that. I want to master my craft and what I'm trying to do. So I can't focus on what anyone else has going on. And if I even let that happen for a second, I'm fucking up as a man. And I can say that for myself.
hey, you know what? That's true. That's how I feel about it. Cause I feel like this. I don't listen. I don't care from any dog. Whatever you call your dog is, that's what I'm gonna call it. If other people think it ain't that, it's not their dog. So I don't like. I don't care like what you. If you say you was breeding in Chihuahua and I know your dog's bigger than Chihuahua, I'm not gonna call. If you call them Chihuahua, they Chihuahua. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care nothing about that. And that's what the problem is. Everybody worrying about other people's dogs when it don't concern them. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to buy a dog. That's what old head tell me, you're not gonna buy a dog. So why do people curse so much about who dog got paper, who dog got pedigree, who dog a real pit bull, who dog this and that? When you're not purchasing, if you put some money down, you can find out everything you want to know about a man dog. If you're not purchasing nothing, you won't know
But then
nothing. You don't
again,
have to.
but then again,
what
it's
is
not.
but what is let me say something, Rose. Let me say something real quick. I ain't mean to cut y'all.
Go ahead, chop up.
What if you perpetuating that your dog is a certain breed of dog that somebody else has, and your dog is not that breed, but you telling people it is? Now you causing conflict with the people that don't know, because you saying your dog is this and your dog might not be there. Not you, nanny dog. I'm just saying in general.
I get what you're saying. But okay, so what you said, I get what you're saying. Okay, well, listen. If people don't listen, if people don't know, okay, for example, okay, we're gonna use I got a big old dog that's 300 pounds, and I call it a fucking chihuahua. If you want a 300-pound dog that you think a chihuahua, I can't tell you what it is because it's what you want. It's not like, I understand what you're saying. Like,
but see,
people
people not gonna come looking for a 300-pound chihuahua. You gonna present them with a 300-pound chihuahua. You see what I'm saying? See, common sense. They ain't gonna say I want a 300-pound chihuahua. They gonna see you saying that you gonna advertise your dog as being a 300-pound chihuahua. I don't think people gonna go around here realistically looking for a 300-pound chihuahua.
Oh no, I'm just okay. So I get what you said. So, for example, the word pit bull, if you look it up, is a blanket term. When it comes to that, it's different. American Pit Bull Terrier is a certain look of a dog.
No, it's not a blanket term. Pit bull is not a blanket term. But go ahead.
No, sir. Listen, I know you've been dealing. I know you got pit bull, but at the end of the day, we all can talk about this every day. We haven't changed. Y'all haven't changed it in 10 to 15 years. You're not gonna change it. It's still like when you Google pit bull.
You're right. I see what you're saying, but okay, tell you like this. I don't subscribe to the way of thinking that it's a blanket term. I don't subscribe to that. Now I can't compete with Google and tell Google what to believe, because Google can reach more people than I can. So I don't give a damn what Google can pull when you pull up when you Google. I just don't subscribe to it being a blanket term.
Okay, so guess what? This is about it. This the term, and I'm telling you what the old head told me that did damn in 6 years. Don't own no dogs, can't never own a dog again, because he was playing with the dog. If you listen. So if you're not putting your dog in a predicament, then you can determine that because you're not doing the do with him. So American Pit Bull Terrier is a dog that does that they supposed to do the do. If you just breeding dogs, just be breeding them, taking in him, that's not a pit. That's not what y'all like. Y'all like what he said. What y'all say doesn't make sense, because a real pit bull was a dog that was put in a predicament. If you're not putting in a predicament, you can't argue about who dog a pit bull or not unless you know what I'm saying? Because okay, I can own a dog.
I think you kind of mixing it up, family.
Yeah. It's still a pit bull. It might not.
A pit bull is the breed. Now, what you talking about is a person calling a dog game, or terminology used bulldog. That's synonymous to a dog that's been in those situations and is being proven. So you're talking about a title that's given to a dog, but the American Pit Bull Terrier is the breed. So those are two different things.
Absolutely.
You can breed the dogs for nostalgia. You got you can go to an ADBA show and they handing out purple ribbons for your dog being confirmation. It's still a Pit Bull Terrier, but you got people in the fast lane. They looking at that dog and they're gonna say, "Well, it's not a bulldog. That dog ain't proven itself to be anything." It don't negate that the dog is still a pit bull.
I'm sorry. How old are you?
I'm the same age as you, brother.
Okay, well, I'm telling the people I'm talking to that's older than me and you, and when y'all say the word game, that listen, I can own a Great Dane that is game. Game means a dog that doesn't give up. That's the term of it. So when y'all say that, that's what he like the old head I'm talking about. Like, bro,
so look, this is what they're trying to say. Look, this is what they're trying to say, fam. Every dog has its own job where it's game.
Yeah, that's what
So
I'm
what
saying.
they're
Yes,
trying
sir.
to explain to you is American Pit Bull Terrier is a known, recognized breed. No one
Yes.
Period.
participates in dog fighting anymore. So therefore, it's other ways to see if your dog is game. Game is a title. That's all they're trying to explain.
Right.
Yeah, but
But
I'm
the
saying,
American Pit Bull
what I was
Terrier
saying
is
was,
the breed. It's
what
still
I
the
was
breed.
saying
It don't negate.
that term do not go for only American people or terriers. That's all I'm saying. I understand if they saying
Yeah,
that
it
does not
goes for every breed. Every breed has its own way
Well,
because
of being game.
no, 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 no.
yes,
Every
yes,
breed
yes, yes.
has a standard for what they deem their dog performing at maximum capacity. But that no other dog breeds of dogs are being called game. That's synonymous to the box.
No, that's
Facts.
But
only
what you
only American people or terrier people use that term for their
right,
dog, but that is not where the term came from. It's just like people take like, okay, president, we take words and we put it to our use to how we can use it because a sheepdog is game. A cattle dog is game. And they don't have to be American people with terrier. Like I deal with people that own farms and all that. And they dog do like run up to the bulls, run up to the cows, and it's like that dog is not giving up. It don't matter how many times that thing buck or kick or doesn't matter. It still does its job. So I mean, like these older people that they grow their own food, their own chicken, their own collard greens, they grow everything. They get their own goat milk. They don't buy powder. Everything they sort, they skin and do that. And when I talk to them and I see how they run their camp, they say that the word that we use is not the correct word because they say the ultimate dog is whatever in your hands. Like I can't tell you that my dog is an ultimate dog if you never dealt with it because what you think ultimate dog can be another dog, a different breed can be
I don't think
ultimate dog.
we was arguing. I don't think that was the topic, brother. Like
No,
nobody
no, I'm just
disagreeing with
saying.
that.
No,
We was specifically speaking to the fact that you was saying that pit bull was an ambiguous term, and we
it
was
is a
saying that
blank. A pit bull is a
it
blanket
it,
term.
it
That is
okay.
true.
Gotta stop saying
If
that.
we're using it for Google's sake, then yes. But there is a breed that is synonymous with that terminology. It's there a dog right now called the American Pit Bull Terrier, America's oldest breed, and that's the factor of the situation.
Okay, guys. So I got a question. So the dog. Okay, so the dog that y'all call pit bulls. Do any of you guys remember the red nose?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so guess what? This is the point that the old head say to me. When y'all saying these blue dogs and all that, y'all dogs don't fit the requirement of back in the red nose, the ones that was really what is the term? Gang as gang can be. So it's like it throws me off when I listen to them. They be like, well, they talk like they like the dogs y'all talk about. They thinking y'all dog don't meet the requirement because they remember big the red nose with the pink nose, the big head, the good body. It's like now these dogs don't have they have their heads getting
Nah,
smaller.
brother, you talking about bloodlines at that point. That's something that still don't negate that there's an American Pit Bull Terrier. You talking about a phenotype and the blood that don't change the breed. Just
So do
because you
blue
got some lines that are might be a little heavier or express a different color, it's still when you pull the genetic makeup of that dog, it's sharing. Our dogs are sharing ancestry. They
okay,
just
what
being
about the blue one?
selectively bred for those traits.
What about the blue one?
Well, you talking about that's an introduction of, in my opinion, a different breed.
No, you can't say that. Then y'all is the introduction of as a different breed. Because when
What
you
do you
go back,
mean?
it was when you go back, it was only listen. If you go back, it was only red and black. Black was didn't have they was fully black. They didn't have no white. So where did the white come in at?
That's not true, brother. You go back and you
That
look at the
yeah,
old
I can
Kobe
say that's
dogs;
true.
they was
I
white
Yeah,
got
too,
no
man.
no.
restrictions.
I know about
That's
Kobe.
enough.
I'm a Kobe fan. I'm a Kobe fan from his
Yeah, well, I'm
ancestors.
just speaking to what you just said. You said the dogs is only black and red. That ain't
No,
true.
but I'm saying off what other people say about the like you saying the blue dog is a different because if you ever listen I don't know if you ever heard that it was on 7/8 channel. I don't know if you know who
Yeah,
seven
you
eight
talking
is.
about over there in Mexico? Yeah, that you talking. So there's a difference between a gray dog, a diluted black, versus this really blue dog that we see today running around. You
That
talking
ain't no
about a
blue. Listen, okay, so I'm gonna give y'all the term today. Ain't no listen. And them dogs. Listen, I own gray dogs. They just call them blue because that's just what they call them. They're not. They are diluted black. They are gray. Each one of my dogs are gray. They're not blue. I just had 6 male puppies, and I don't have, and they all is gray. They're not blue. They're not blue. They may have blue eyes, but they're not blue. They're they're
but
they're.
I mean, I've literally seen American bullies that are blue dogs. I've owned a dog that was a blue dog.
I
I
didn't
got
say
a blue, I got a blue bully right now, a puppy.
Yeah, yeah,
no.
but
I'm not saying that the blue dog is a bully can't be blue. Just like, for example, just like pit bulls don't only come in buckskin and black. They come
So
in.
what? Excuse me, sorry for cutting y'all off. All right, what
It's
time are
okay.
we on? Are we talking about old pit bulls like red nose, gator mouth,
And that's what I
blue?
was talking about. That's what I was talking about. They send them bullies. That's what I was
They,
talking about.
no, they not.
nah.
We talking about we talking about back in the day, red nose, gator mouth, blues. Cause you remember red nose, gator mouth. What else? What else was that? What's that color right there? Brindle. Brindle was a hot commodity, and then that's when the blues came out. And then after the blues
The
came out,
blue.
yeah, blue those are blue
So
pits.
what year do y'all think the blues came out?
The blues came out. I remember my first blue I seen 94, 95.
It came out. Listen, it was I can't remember exactly the man's name, but he had blue dogs 1946. 19,
Listen. I believe
First,
it.
first time,
1946.
first time I got a blue dog, that shit was probably like, I want to say fucking '05.
Okay. How many people in the chat hit that like button, man? Hit that like button. Show that support, man. Hit that like button, man.
No, what I'm saying is that the real term, like if you 7 8 and what's that dude on that big old them big red dogs? What is his name? What is his name? He on that big old red dog. Nah, Hawk. What's the other dude named Black dude?
You talking about my brother, Imperial Flame Kennels?
What is his bloodline of his dogs called?
That's the Camelot dogs. You talking about
Yeah,
the big
Cameron.
red
He
dogs,
had on his
Camelot
child list.
dogs.
I done heard multiple people that's older than us speak about these blue dogs, but it's like it going one ear and out the other when in 1946 it was one of them that with John B. Kobe, Frank Tudor, and all them that was breeding blue dogs. They wasn't the best. They wasn't the best in their field, but they were still being existed.
yeah,
That's
but you
all I'm
talk
saying.
about that. That's a very small uh, percentage of dogs that share my dog's lineage. I have American Pit Bull Terrier. It's a very
Uh-huh.
small group of dogs that share that phenotype and that was bred. So for the most part, these dogs wasn't bred to be concentrated for colors. For the most part, they was bred for their workability.
That's what I
So
was gonna
if
get. That's what
a
I was
dog
gonna get
was
to.
born, let's say a grayish color, if it didn't make the cut, then they would, in most cases, the dog would be culled out, and they wasn't breeding that dog. So
Yeah, I mean,
yes,
like
there are examples of where dogs might be born diluted black, like a grayish color or something. But generally speaking, because the dogs wasn't bred specifically for looks and stuff, these are
okay,
performance dogs. If they didn't make the cut, they didn't get bred.
okay.
But
So my
the
thing
blue
is,
dogs you talking about though, if you
I'm
have
not.
blue dogs,
Listen, the blue dog. Listen, let me put it like this. I'm gonna tell you what old head told me, and it's honest truth.
oh yeah, yeah, I get that.
You
But I mean, hold
listen.
on, hold on. Look,
You can't say that because a lot of them made the quality because you a lot
name
of them made
one.
the quality
Name one.
because listen at the end of the day
No,
it
the
was a
reason why I'm saying that because if these dogs was really making the quality, there would be a lot of blue game dogs. They don't really exist, brother.
listen. West
Genes
Coast,
get
North
passed
Coast.
down,
No,
and especially
listen.
with these game dogs,
Can I
you'll
explain
see
something to you?
people they
I'm gonna say this.
breed
I'm
on
gonna say this.
family
I'm
traits,
gonna say
brother.
this. I'm gonna say this best way. I'm gonna say this the best way I can say it
Right.
in a proper way. You
Okay.
don't know that because guess what? Old heads didn't have no open like y'all talking how they be talking on these panels and stuff. That was a no. Old head told me that was a no. That was that would get you really hurt real bad because you can. It was a secret society, so you can say if you never been in that secret society.
Well, but brother, no, that doesn't negate the fact that these dogs. There's too many different journals and documents that would prove your point. It's not
It
a
is.
common.
Listen.
No, brother,
It is.
it's not a common trait for. If you, there are very rare times you see a American Pit Bull Terrier that has that
Okay.
diluted black,
Hold
that
on,
grayish color.
listen? Can you let me talk? And I'm finna get to what you just said. You going off of the white man knowledge. Where is your knowledge from the black man at? Where your knowledge from the black man at?
Brother,
Where is your
okay,
knowledge from the
all
black
right,
man at?
you got it, family.
No, I'm
I'm gonna go
asking
ahead
you.
and concede because I mean your old
I'm
head's got all
asking
the
you a question.
information,
Where
brother.
your knowledge come from the black man at? Like this man I talk to is like 85 years old. We are 30 years old. And he always asks me, we are giving knowledge, y'all are spitting knowledge that the white man put on paper. Where's the knowledge that the black man that can barely read, that can barely write? Where is his knowledge at?
Brother, okay,
Where's his
Game
knowledge
Dog
at?
Talk with 7A Sports. He
Oh,
bring on his channel. 90% of the people who he bring on the interview are black. There we go,
Yeah,
right there.
and have you ever heard him when they asked Schoolboy about the blue dog, is they real? And he said yes.
Brother, that's what I spoke to, but you didn't listen to what I said. See, you got
Okay.
to hear the information before you disagree with me. You disagreed, and I actually spoke to that very thing. What I said was there is a very select group of dogs, very small percentage of dogs that express that gene. And I said there were very little groups of people who had those dogs that actually performed at that level. And I spoke to the fact that it was some brothers over in Mexico and that had dogs that were expressing that color right there. But we're talking about in the whole dynamic of the dog, this breed right here, all these dogs share ancestry. And that gene is very little. It only expresses itself very little. It's not
No.
something that's always seen,
I
brother.
got what you said, and what
so
I was
look,
saying is
look. This is what I'm about to do real quick.
what I was
We're
saying
about
was
to
you are
we're
incorrect on that because it's bigger than what you make it seem.
home of the
I'm
name
getting my
dogs.
knowledge from a person that
Home of the name
lived the
dogs. Hold
life
on. Home of the
that
name
wouldn't talk
dogs.
about it.
Hold on. It's an hour and 7 seconds into this video. I still want people to watch this video. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop this live because we was talking about uplifting the youth. We wasn't talking about dogs. So
Yeah.
I want people to still see this video and still get the positivity out of this. But at the same time, this is still a good conversation, and I appreciate everybody coming through and supporting the channel. Go ahead and let people know where they can find everybody at.
It's your boy Soul Power, aka Gamed Up Kennels. Catch me right here on YouTube. Shit. Yeah, tap in. It's the revolutionary dog man. Come get some knowledge over here. Hey, appreciate you having me on, Rose.
You already know, brother. It's all love and support, man.
No doubt, this is Hotel Kennels. Find me on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok.
This your boy Nanny Dogs, where I keep it 100, give real knowledge.
Y'all go ahead and make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to stay updated on all my new uploads. It's your boy Rose Kennels Behemoth Bloodline. And until next time, we outro.